Hello everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guides, bringing you my guide for Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on Proud difficulty. And today we're doing Neverland, which this one kind of was, I wouldn't say hard at all really. I'd say more tedious, but I wouldn't say really it was like extravagantly hard. The only tedious thing I found was the Shadow Sora thing that went on, and we'll get to see him come up later. And then there's the hook fight, which wasn't too demanding, but still kind of a little bit irritating. And then, of course, getting lost like usual, because it's Kingdom Hearts. You can't play Kingdom Hearts without getting lost at least once or twice. Now, I want to go ahead and dispel something real fast. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the black bars or not on this video. While editing this video, when I was doing the, cropping it, for some reason, the video would scrunch up and then would slow down. For God knows what reason. I do not know why. I have no idea why any of this shit would ever happen, to be honest. It's just stupid, and I don't know. If there's still black bars, then whatever. I'm sure you guys can probably deal with it. I don't think it's much of a big deal, to be honest. And if there's borders, then there's borders. But if that's how I'm going to have to record all these damn videos from now on, then so be it. So, once we enter this room, I believe this is when the Shadow Sword decides to show up. Every time you defeat him, you get a decent amount of experience. I want to say it's probably 30. I don't remember off the top of my head. I recorded this, I think, last week or so, so it's been a while. The reason why I haven't really done this much... Oh, I guess you tech 30, okay. Well, the reason why I have not actually done this video already is because I've been lazy, and I've had complications with family, and... Oh, you get a lot of experience. Never mind. You get 30 for teching, so I was close. I also have had troubles actually editing this fucking damn thing, because for some reason, like I said, the video quality just went to shit, and I don't know why. I don't know why it's crunched up. It's slowing down right now for me. I don't know if that's because I'm probably rendering at the same time, and if you guys can hear the background noise, then that's kind of why my processor's going to shit. It just seems like as soon as I decided to move out, everything just went to complete utter shit. And so did my family. Oh my... Alright, I feel really, really bad when I do stupid things. Because that's usually the repercussions of my anger. Is if I do something so stupid and just hateful, I just feel extremely bad about it. I fucking snapped this weekend. Because I just had enough of this shit. I literally did. I was supposed to go down to my dad's this Sunday. And this is the 29th, so this is Memorial Day. I have this day off, luckily. I was supposed to go down to my dad's on Sunday, and then all of a sudden my stepmom decides to have some retarded-ass plan to basically make it to where I would come down Saturday because there's some fucking retarded wedding going on, and she can't seem to manage her husband correctly, so I need to be down there for him to come back home, and pretty much... He was supposed to leave at the wedding at 6. They decided to keep the wedding at 6, but instead changed the time that he's supposed to show up to, by 3. Pretty much. He was supposed to show up at 3. At that point, I just said, fuck this shit. I'm not even going to... No, I'm not going. I'm not even going up there at all. And that's when I realized, fuck this family. They're just fucking retarded. Always changing shit on me and pisses me off. So that pissed me off. And then my cousin Aaron apparently wanted to go and fucking stay at some... He wanted me to take him to Kansas City when I went down there on Sunday or Saturday. That's what I guess he figured out I was coming down Saturday, so that happened. It's like... Or no, not Kansas. What the fuck was it? No, I think it's someplace in... I don't remember. I don't fucking know. He wanted me to drive his ass somewhere. It's like, no, go fuck yourself. Seriously, I'm not your fucking chauffeur. So I finally snapped... Oh god, I don't remember. Yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday. I snapped on Sunday. My brother wasn't even going to get groceries, and I kept getting on to him about it. Well, by getting on to him, I just kept asking when he's going to get it. He wouldn't get it. I said, fuck it, fine, I'm going to go get it. I fucking stormed off, pretty much. Left the house, went to go get groceries. My dad, my brother, and my other brother and my sister were over. And they were trying to... put in the couch and all this stuff, and I just come over and just, kicking down doors and shit, and just throwing shit everywhere, and just getting all pissed off. I dented my garage door, I broke a piece of my chair, I even broke a piece of my phone. Well, by piece, I mean I broke my phone a bit. I was really upset. I just had enough. Because, like, he's supposed to, if he wants to live, he's living with me, my brother is, and he's supposed to be, you know, the one getting the groceries. And I pretty much just freaked out just not having it because I figured he wouldn't go get it because he'd just be lazy and not do it. So I decided to do it myself. And that in turn pissed me off. Extremely. Like, pissed me off. Then my mom had, you know, to go and say stupid shit as well. She had to go cup an attitude before any of this really happened, so that kind of set me off a little bit too. And then my sister wanted to go to, you know, the shopping center and all this crap, and it just was a fucking mess. I had it. I snapped. I fucking had it. I got so pissed off. Then I felt bad afterward. So my brother and my sister wanted to spend the night, but never said they could. My brother asked if they could. I never said anything back. I didn't reply to anybody. I just said, fuck all you. Like, you guys want to keep texting me? Fuck you. Like, I don't care. And then, you know, just assumes that I said yes. Or assumes I'm going to say yes. No, I didn't say yes. That also pissed me off. But then, like I said, I felt really bad afterward. I always do that. And right now, I'm just realizing the repercussions of my actions, and I just feel really horrible about it. And I'm just a bad person, I guess. I don't know. There was other things that kind of went into play with it too. More upsetting things rather than just being angry. More of just like being sad and alone, like usual. Alone in the sense of like, I don't know, just losing touch with people and stuff like that. That's, I guess, putting it that way. You know, just shit happens, right? But like I said, I felt so bad, and I can't even apologize enough. I mean, I let them spend the night, you know, after I went back and picked them up and let them spend the night, because I blew up, and I used to have a much shorter fuse than this. Like, it used to be really bad, but now it's just more, I contain it for fucking days and days on end and finally just explode. And then I have, you know, people who tend to kind of tell me what I should and shouldn't do with my life, or what I need to do, and if I don't do it, they're gonna fucking kill me. And shit like that, that gets old real fast, and that gets annoying. And just self-conceited douchebags, really. A lot of them. And a lot of my family are the same way. Just a lot of people in there are just self-conceited fucking dicks. When I say my family, I should say probably more likely my dad's side of the family. That side of the family tends to be that way. So I guess I should probably actually talk about something else besides this. Pretty much what I'm doing in this fight, if you haven't really noticed, is I'm using arrow a lot and I'm healing a lot. I have plenty of items on hand, only because of me not really using items too much, or just probably getting items in the last world. That's probably the case. I didn't really buy any items. Or I think I re-equipped items at least. I don't fucking remember. Basically, if you want to get past this a lot easier, like in hindsight, I should have equipped a dark, like necklace or something. That way you can be protected against, you know, you can resist darkness pretty much. That's what's going to help you out. If you attack the shadow clones like once, they disappear. And what I recommend doing is at least targeting the main Shadow Sora. Go for him. I recommend going for him. He's got a certain pattern to him. Like, he likes to climb underneath the ground and then, like, pop right back up and hit you. It does massive amounts of damage. Well, there's a lot of damage, really. And that's annoying. Basically, just evade it, or, you know, have arrow just enough to protect you from the damage. Of course, as you keep hitting the enemy, your mana bar will come back, so you can always keep recasting arrow. I don't cast it as much as I wanted to, because I didn't get as much mana as I wanted to. So therein lies Make-It Ethers and such. You can guard his attacks, most of them. I think there's a few in here that you can't guard, because apparently he just goes right through you. That's irritating. Now, I don't think you can stun him either. I think it's just more of just mashing the button until he finally dies. But also being very weary of his combos that he likes to do too, because sometimes he'll be stuck and miss a combo, and he'll still go through you, and it's dumb. I don't know, it pissed me off a lot. Basically, this fight, I was actually really extremely worried about. I thought I was going to die on this fight. Didn't. I actually didn't die. I was impressed. Again, I don't know if you can stun him. I can barely even fucking tell what's going on right now. The video quality is so shit at this point. Like, the frame rate's so shit right now because of, like, me rendering on this computer. So that's probably fucking up a lot of things. And that's probably why it's just not good right now. I decided to record now because it's 3 o'clock and, you know, the kids finally decided to leave. So there's that. Yeah, and I can basically have the house to myself. And finally get a goddamn video out here. But I've also been doing Mario and Luigi as well. And I've also been streaming every week. And that's getting to me quite a bit. Well, what I mean is, like, we're doing a race. And I just feel like these challenges we put in place are what's fucking me over. By a long shot. Even if you try to think about it, like the penalties of dying, like even if you try to think, well, basically, like every time we die, we get penalized a few more seconds. So that's pretty much what it is. And I constantly die a lot, especially when it comes to Souls games. And of course, that being where my fault pretty much is. It's just, I keep dying and I keep thinking about the penalty of it, and it just gets to me. And I know, you know, what's the point of thinking about it? Like, I always say, you know, it's not the destination, it's the journey, right? You know, you're supposed to have fun while doing it. Yes, I'm having fun while doing it. But in the same cost, it's like I still want to win. I'm not really a sore loser. It's just, oh, I know somebody who is. And it's not me, that's for sure. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't want to lose, of course. And I feel like it's basically kind of worthless if I keep trying to push against something that I know is just going to end in, like, disaster anyway. But I'm still going with it. I'm still playing it just for the fuck of it and still trying to beat the damn game. But I can't seem to get that damn mindset of just doing it rather than just, you know, being a retard and running in there dying because I could think about the penalty of it. It's just, it fucks me over. And we need to... I don't know, at first I was like, no challenges, and then now, you know, I changed my mind. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a cool idea. And then you realize, afterward, what a bad idea it really was. I ended up skipping pretty much most of this right here. You can see that I cut out a lot of that footage right there. Trust me, you guys would have wanted me to anyway. All I did was just run around, got a little bit of a grind going. That's about it. If you want to grind, yeah, by all means, go ahead, guys. You don't have to, like, follow step by step what I do. By any means. Just, if you wanted to go grind, totally good. It's just, I got lost, and I finally figured out where the fuck I was supposed to go, and I was like, oh, okay. There it is. So, this is the pre-fight before Hook. Not really too hard. You mostly fight pirates, and you have Peter Pan with you, finally. Yeah, I know. He's actually pretty good. Even though he's annoying as fuck, he's actually a pretty good character. I decided to de-equip Goofy for him, only because I just didn't feel like Goofy would be really useful in this fight. Because having Donald at least somewhat heal me, or at least, you know, try to cast arrow or something on me to protect me, that I think would have been useful. And plus, the pirate ships that come out, they're weak to fire. Well, only if you shoot the cannons. If you shoot the cannons, you get tech orbs from them. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Or tech points. I'll show you what I'm talking about when we get to that. So that's the... Well, it's not done yet. We're still fighting air pirates, pretty much. These guys are simple, except they like to run away a lot. And the cool thing is you can fly around this level. And I still have no clue where the fuck we get the yellow trinity yet. I still haven't done that at all. I don't know, like, I'm just so brain dead when it comes to this. I'm basically just playing through the game, trying to get through it as normal as possible and just not worry about any other side shit. Like, I do want to go with Trinity Marks, but I did a Let's Play this game already, so if you guys really were that interested in finding all the Trinity Marks, well, actually, that's your best bet. Would be go somewhere else. Look them up on a different video, which everybody else does. So I just, you know, was like, ah, fuck it, you know, fuck the old Trinity Mark at this point. I did actually die to Hook. I think once or twice. So he's going to be a tough fight. So this is Hook. He tends to have lackeys. You can tech him. He's a strong motherfucker. By that I mean he's got some pretty high damage attacks. Like, he doesn't have too many attacks, but when he does like this little like yo-yo wind-up thing kind of going on, like he just kind of like just keeps swinging and swinging. He has like an audio like tone to it too. That I don't think you can guard. You can't guard against that. You can't block it off. and he does massive amounts of damage. So I recommend having Arrow. I recommend also taking out the pirate ships as well, and letting your buddies pretty much do all the work with Hook. Sometimes they do. Sometimes when they're alive, they like to fight him, so it kind of helps me out a little bit, you know, keeps him off my ass, and that's kind of what I needed. So Hook cannot fly. He cannot jump into the water. As you can see, they do this little like comical joke here where he just ends up coming back. I believe you can stun him, so you can use that to your advantage. That move right there, when he gets pissed off like that, well, before that, yeah, well, actually both. I think before and after he does that certain move right there, that one. That's the one that hurts like a motherfucker. It's kind of like a counterattack almost, where if you're too close to him, he seems to like to do it a lot. I mean, he does it regardless, but I mean, typically when I've noticed is when I'm up and close and personal with him, he likes to, you know, barge me away. So, what other way of doing it than just swinging your sword around, you know, maliciously and hoping to hit somebody. This fight is kind of long only because I'm so back and forth with fighting the pirate ships because they spawn every once in a while. They're not like, you know, every few seconds they spawn. No, nothing like that. It's more of just, you know, you kill one pirate ship, you fight Hook for a bit, and then up pops another one. It's like, okay, great, you know, sweet, my favorite. But other than that, Hook himself, he's easy to take care of because you just stun him and hit him a few times, evaded most of his moves. Just kind of keep your eye on his attacks, and that's really all I gotta do. And Peter can fucking destroy his ass if he ever does. That move right there is like really good, like really good. I don't know what it's called, but it's some kind of like barrage of like knife attacks, and he just fucks people up, especially when you fight like normal Heartless. Oh god, he just goes in. Yeah, you can see there's another pirate ship that spawns here. This is a pretty good way of getting some experience going too. I also think you might be able to knock back cannons to get tech, but I recommend just going to the side of a pirate ship and then using fire on it. That way you can kind of just blow up the cannon itself and get the tech that way. That's how I pretty much did it. Those present bombs are not much of a threat. If Sora doesn't do the stun impact, he will actually do his, you know, basic combo finisher. He will knock Hook away, so that can give you also a little bit of advantage too. Again, when you go to fight Hook, make sure that you have your friends on, what do you call it? When you hit triangle, pretty much. When you hit, well, once or twice. I usually hit it twice just in case, to make sure these assholes actually get in there and hit somebody. Well, I should say I probably hit it more than twice. I think it's just more like mash it. I mash the fuck out of it, making sure that they attack him. Because basically it's like a, hey, get your ass over here and fight who I'm fighting kind of thing. And I like that system. Unfortunately, they took it out of Kingdom Hearts 2, but they replaced it with something cool, which was, you know, reaction commands, which I think were fucking awesome. Well, then again, there was Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, actually, that came after this. So if we're thinking about PlayStation 2, nah, I'd say, well, I don't know. Did Chain of Memories, like the remix? Yeah, I think it came after 2. It must have. Oh, I'm sure. Well, basically, I think there was reaction commands in Chain of Memories. Yes, there were triangle stuff. But that's like the PlayStation 2 version. I have no idea about the Game Boy 1. Will I ever actually end up playing the Game Boy 1? I don't know. I really don't know. It's not that I don't like Kingdom Hearts at all, by any means. I do nowadays. It's just, I don't really feel like playing it. I know, it's like saying, hey, Alex, fuck you for not playing the original. You know, that's how it originally came out. You're just playing the remakes like a fucking douchebag. Well, yeah, I know. It's like you want to get mad at people not, you know, not playing Crash, or BioShock, but you know, you're fine with this. Well, if you think about it, this isn't really much of a. This is not a remake. This is a fucking remaster. Same thing with, like, you know, BioShock. I don't really get pissed off at people for playing the BioShock collection, because you're getting the same fucking games you did before, just more HD. It's literally it. It's just an easier way of getting a hand on BioShock if nobody ever had played it before. What pissed me off is when BioShock Infinite came out, and that was like the biggest, hypest thing of like ever, and nobody had an idea what the fuck BioShock was. But then again, you could say the same thing for Nier Automata. I did the same thing. But, unlike most people, I did my fucking research and found out, hey, there is another game. And did I buy that game? Yes, I bought it. Do I like it? Not really. Do I like Nier Automata? Not really. I'm probably like one of the very few people who do not like that game that much. Not because of just, like, you know, controls, or, you know, something so fucking advanced and high-tech that some douchebag has to, you know, always fucking make videos about and shit. Sorry, guys, just having a little rant in my head. There's this person I watch who does shit like that. Every time he gets a new game, he's always playing the hardest stuff. He's always trying out every single goddamn frame and every fucking move possible, and it's annoying. I'm not one of those guys. I just don't like the open worldness to it, I guess. There's something about it that just bores me. You know? The combat's kind of eh. I'm sorry. Okay, I can't fucking like everything. My bad. So that takes care of that. There are doors up in here around the clock tower that you can actually open at certain times. I do not know those times. I don't know exactly how to get those times, but I've heard of things like it before. I think I even did in my Let's Play, maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. Either way, these doors up here will open, I believe, at certain particular times. So keep that in mind. There's really nothing else to do here besides knock the clock. I didn't do that. If you come back to Neverland, you can do the secret boss fight. And I think it's called the Phantom or whatever, and he's a fucking dick. No, I ain't even gonna try that shit. It's annoying, because you have to stop the clock with stop, literally. And it just, then you have to do like a certain move to him, and it's just annoying. And we got Glide, oh boy, which means we can go back and fly in other levels, like Monstra, for example. If you want to get some of the blue trainees back there, you can. That takes care of that. I don't know exactly off the top of my head what the next world will be. I have a good feeling of what it might be. But as far as I know, this might be probably one of the second to last worlds, maybe, hopefully. So I know there's like End of the World or whatever it was called, and then there was Hollow Bastion. And I don't remember what was before it. I don't know if I've completed everything. I know I didn't complete, you know, Olympus Coliseum or even 100 Acre Wood, but who cares about those? Anyway, folks, without further ado, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time when we play some more Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on Proud difficulty. And as always, take care, everybody.